What's going on, guys? So as you can see here, to start off the session, I'm doing some wall juggling. So this is honestly one of my favorite things to do when I'm training alone, and obviously when I've got a wall at my disposal, just juggling against the wall. Here you can see I'm taking sometimes 2, sometimes 3 touches in between. That one was more of a freestyle one, but now here, as you can see, I'm moving into 1 touch. So I'm focusing on obviously keeping the ball up between myself and the wall, playing the ball back to the wall with a nice firm pass, good control on it, using different areas of my feet, and as well using both feet. That's a really key point as well that I want to express in this video, that we got to be comfortable doing everything on both feet. So again, using inside, using the outside, using our laces, left and right foot. It's a great warm-up too, technical warm-up after obviously you get in from your dynamic warm-up. I also like to do some activation with the bands after, but yeah, this is a great way to just work on your first touch and just get a little bit of a technical warm-up in. Warm up your touch, get sharp, get ready, and it's fun too. This one here, you can see now I've moved on to controlling the ball with my chest and with my thighs. So a lot of times I'll set stipulations for myself. So I'll do 1 touch mandatory, sometimes I'll do 2 touch mandatory, but only with my feet. Here I'm doing 2 touch, but I'm aiming, there I took 3, but obviously I'm adjusting sometimes. But here I'm aiming to take 2 touches with my thigh, with my chest, and then playing it back off the wall, just trying to control it as it comes to me in different ways. After I get some wall juggling, I get into this drill here. So I'm working on what a lot of people call as the Thierry Henry finish. So I get a little bit of a passing combo in, being sure that I'm checking my shoulders each time before I'm turning or before I'm taking a directional touch, just to make sure that I'm getting in that habit of checking my shoulders, so then in a game it's just second nature. But as you can see here, after I receive that pass off of that second wall there, I'm curving my run around the ball, and I'm looking to open up my hips like that and find a really nice firm pass in that far corner. So I'm not running straight onto the ball, I'm curving my run to get around the trajectory of the ball and then finding my finish. This one here, I've progressed on to finishing with my left foot. So now you can see the difference. Instead of curving my run to get around the ball so then I can open my hips and finish far post, now I'm running more direct onto that pass from the second wall, and I'm finishing with a nice firm finish to that far post with my left foot. Here again, I'm back on my right foot, back opening up my hips, but you'll notice that once I receive that pass off the wall, I'm not taking a touch before I turn. I'm aware of what's going on behind me. I check my shoulders before I play that pass off the wall, but then I'm really dipping in my shoulder, dropping my shoulder, dipping my hips into that, really trying to sell that feint, so then I can exploit the space behind me, open up, and then find my finish. It's a really good drill for center attacking midfield, strikers, wingers. A lot of times in the final third, if the pass comes at the right speed, we don't even need to really take a touch to exploit the space behind us. It's quicker to just drop into it, let the pass roll out, spin off, and then find our finish. So here you can see now I transition to doing the same with the left foot. Little passing combo here, just using my imagination, no touch, and then find that nice finish in the side netting. Here again, I'm back finishing with my right foot, but I'm receiving the ball off of a different angle now. So this would be as if I'm playing left wing, or I'm playing number 10 and I'm checking in, and my wide midfielder or my fullback is giving me a pass. I've got a little bit of space in the half space, just off of the wing in the central position. A little passing combo here. Again, drop that shoulder into it. Sometimes, obviously, the pass is going to go a little bit further, but you got to adjust like you would in a game, get to it quickly. And yeah, try to make sure everything's done at match pace, at match speed, so that when you are in the match, it's just second nature. There you go, drop the shoulder into it and find that finish far post. In this next exercise here, you'll see I'm taking a touch to control the ball off the wall first, a little bit of a hesitation, and then with the outside of that same foot, before even putting it on the ground, I explode out. And then you'll see after exploding out, I'm finding that finish. So again, receiving that ball from that same angle, checking in, checking my shoulders, dropping into that space, taking that touch to freeze up the defender, then exploding off of it and finding my finish. opening up my hips, locking my core, and getting that nice curl on it to find that far post. And again, as you'll see throughout this video, the theme is, you know, being comfortable on both feet and doing, performing different actions and skills on both feet, getting comfortable on both sides. So as you'll see here, now I'm getting into that same kind of touch, hesitation, explode out, and then find my finish with my left foot, looking to get it into that far post away from the goalkeeper's reach. Again, checking my shoulder off of each rep and doing everything at match speed. Good finish. There you go, checking shoulder, little passing combo using the imagination, exploding out, and finding that finish far post. So these exercises here are really, really good. You can do them alone, obviously, as I'm doing here. And they're really match realistic as well. Really good deliberate training exercises. Here you can see I'm receiving that ball from that same angle again, but instead of just receiving it and pushing the ball off, now I'm actually engaging with my man. Let's say this is if he's a bit closer. Now I've actually got to beat him with a little bit of a skill. So I'm just using my imagination here. I'm not necessarily pre-planning. As you'll see throughout this video, especially in these 1v1s, I really like that Doku move. Jeremy Doku from Manchester City has a really nice technique of cutting in, dropping his shoulder, giving a little swivel with his right foot, and then cutting in. I also like the step over, so you'll see that a lot here too, but just trying to do everything at match speed and really using my imagination. I'm not going against cones here. In my mind, I'm actually playing against the defender, so you'll see sometimes I'll cut back, sometimes I'll throw a feint, but I won't go yet. So just try to use your imagination as if you're really playing up against a man. And then obviously, again, everything's at match pace. Couple more here, making sure my touch squares up my man so that I can go either down the line or inside. You don't want to show him off one way initially. It makes you easier to mark. You want to open up and kind of leave your defender square so that he has to react. He's always second guessing whether you're going down the line or coming in. After that, I'll do a jog just to cool down. Just like it is important to warm up before your session, you also want to cool down after your session. So you don't want to just necessarily, you know, pick up your things, take off your boots and go home. You want to be sure that you're cooling down properly. So a little bit of a jog. You'll see in the next clip here after this, I'm doing some freestyle juggling, so just playing around with the ball, just cooling down, getting my heart rate down, letting my muscles cool off. And then another really, really key point is make sure you do static stretching after. So just like I mentioned before, as you guys I'm sure know, it's important to obviously warm up before you start training, getting in dynamic stretches. After you're done, you want to do static stretches. So whether you do that at the pitch, ideally when you're still a little bit warm, for 10 to 15 minutes, or even after you go home, shower up in the evening, you want to stretch. So you don't want to just stop and let your muscles get tight. You want to make sure they're loose and ready to go for the next day of training. So make sure you guys are stretching 10 to 15 minutes at least after every training session, and you'll definitely feel the difference in terms of your recovery and how your body feels too the next day. And there you go, that's the session. I hope you all enjoyed that behind the scenes look at an individual off-season session of mine. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And let's keep that 24/7 focus. Until next time, peace.